What does a liar do when they die? They lie still. Because we're going to be spending the next several weeks together, I'm going to tell you a couple of truths about me and my life so we can get to know each other a little bit better. Today, I'll be telling you 2 truths and 1 lie, and your job is to figure out which one is the lie. First, I'll be telling you about the time that I almost died. Second, I'll be telling you about the time that I owned 16 dogs. And finally, I'll be telling you about the time that I accidentally ruined someone's birthday. So, let me start by telling you my very first possible truth or lie. My family owns a house in Las Vegas, and we used to summer there every single year when I was a kid. One fateful 2014 afternoon, me and my family were at the community pool in Las Vegas, and my sisters decided that we should play a game of who could do the coolest trick into the pool. My idea was to attempt a backflip for the very first time, and so I did. Obviously, it didn't end up great, but I did it the first time successfully, but nobody saw it, so they told me to do it again. I ended up standing a little too far from the rim of the pool and ended up splitting my head open on the concrete and falling into the water. My head was bleeding profusely, and my sister compared it to the scene in Jaws where someone gets eaten in the water and the blood or the water's all red. I had to end up getting 5 staples in my head, and to this very day I still have a bald spot. Now that I've told you my first possible truth or lie, let me tell you another possible truth or lie. Second, I had 16 dogs at one point. A few years back, I had a dog named Matcha. He was a little black corgi, and he was my absolute favorite thing. My mom's boyfriend, Nick, had 2 female dogs, and my dog was not neutered, and his dogs were not spayed. They ended up spending a little too much time together and bred, and I ended up with 16 dogs. It was really stressful, and it was a lot to take care of, so understandably, we couldn't keep them. We wanted them to have good homes where they could be taken care of more individually. So we ended up giving them all away to happy families that wanted a dog. And I don't have any more dogs right now. Matcha lives now with my mom's boyfriend on his ranch, and along with 2 of his dogs also. And now I have 0 dogs and 2 cats. So now that you've heard another possible truth or lie, let me tell you my final possible truth or lie. Almost a year ago today, almost on the dot, my sister's best friend, Caitlin, was having her birthday at my house. There was a big cake, and there was a bunch of candles to light, and being that it was my house, my sister was in the bathroom, she told me to light the candles, so I went and lit the candles, but completely by accident, I accidentally lit her hair. It was a little too close to the candles, so I accidentally lit her hair, and it ended up singeing to around here. Thankfully, we had a towel that we could, put it out, but she was understandably pretty upset, and we ended up having to give her a haircut 25 minutes later. I still feel really bad about it, and I hope she forgives me. Today I told you 2 truths and 1 lie. First, I told you about how I almost died. Second, I told you about how I had 16 dogs. And finally, I told you about how I accidentally ruined Caitlin's birthday. One day, like every other liar, I'll be lying still. I hope telling you these 3 stories allowed you to get to know me a little bit better. And just remember, one of these is a lie, and it's your job to figure out which one it is. Thank you!